UFC 324, Gaethje versus Pimblett is the main event, and I'm gonna fucking crash out, boys. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down UFC 324, UFC 325, big news from Dana White, terrible main event at UFC 324. We got some stuff to talk about, some big bullshit to talk about today. Man, we're going to be talking about all sorts of stuff, Ilia Topuria drama, all the fight news, breaking down the fights, early predictions, everything. So before we go ahead and get into the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and let's start it off with this main event between Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett for the interim lightweight championship of the world. For the interim lightweight championship of the world. What does that mean? That means the winner of this is the interim champ. And that interim champ is going to fight Ilia Topuria next. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking... We're actually joking. I posted something on my story this morning, and it was a teaser of Justin Gaethje versus Paddy Pimblett for the interim title. And I'm like, oh my God. You know, Armin might actually get skipped. He might actually get skipped. But I was trolling. I thought it was a joke. There is no joke here. We're not making this up. The Baldy has spoke. The Baldy has spoke. Dana White comes out. He says Gaethje versus Pimblett interim title. What kind of bullshit is that? Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. It makes no sense to have Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje for the interim title. Armin's just been completely skipped over. Ilya's sitting out because of his ex-wife. What is going on? What is going on? I won't be fighting for the first quarter of next year. I'm going through a difficult moment in my personal life. I want to focus on my children and resolve this situation as soon as possible. His Miami wife divorced him. She doesn't want to be with him because Ilia Topuria has been talking to a different woman. He's been cheating. So he doesn't want to hold up the division. The UFC will make matchups needed. As soon as the matter's resolved, he'll come back. This motherfucker pulls up to lightweight, knocks out my favorite fighter, and now decides to sit on the sidelines for the whole first quarter of 2026, probably half the year. He's pulling a Hamzat. This guy's pulling a fucking Hamzat. Fuck Ilia Topuria. Fuck that sausage. Fuck that chorizo. I hate Ilia Topuria. This guy's just absolutely pulled a fast one on us. He's pulled a fucking fast one on us. Not to mention that when he does come back to the UFC, he gets Gaethje or Pimblett as his first title defense. Are you fucking kidding me? Are we serious right now? Are we really serious right now, man? You have to be kidding. This is the worst thing that the UFC could have done. Armin's being skipped over. We've got Gaethje in a potential spot to get a title shot. We've got Pimblett off a win over Chandler, about to get a title shot, about to get a title. Like, what are we doing, UFC? What are we actually doing? We're selling. Clearly, we don't give a fuck about Paramount. We're giving Gaethje Pimblett main event as the first fight of 2026. The first Paramount fight. Are we serious? Look, I can't even trash Pimblett that much. The guy's been on a win streak. He's been undefeated in the UFC. He's beat everybody that they put him in front of. But it should not be Gaethje there. It should be Armin. It should be Armin Pimblett. If we know that Ilya's going to be sitting out till February, March, whatever, dealing with his ex-wife, his Miami ex-wife, that the Nelk boys predicted perfectly, you can't have a woman from Miami. You can't have a loyal woman from Miami. Come on. If Ilya's going to sit out because of all his family drama, all his divorce drama, then put Armin in this spot. What are we doing with Gaethje up here, man? Coming off one win over Rafael Fiziev on short notice, 3-round decision after getting brutally chinned by Max Holloway and getting whooped for 5 rounds. What the fuck? And we're giving Gaethje what he wants. We're actually giving Gaethje what he wants. At UFC, we're giving him what he wants. We're giving him a title chance. He could get an interim belt here. He could fight for the title. It's not going to happen because I'm going with Paddy Pimblett. This motherfucker's going to sub Gaethje. But what are we doing giving Gaethje this opportunity? What the fuck? Why are we giving in, UFC? I don't understand this. Absolute crash out of the biggest crash out I can make, man. I saw this. I was like, you've got to be kidding. You have to be kidding. I actually couldn't. I was literally just walking my dog and I was ranting to my dog about how this doesn't make fucking sense. This makes zero sense. I don't think I've ever been more mad of a fight promo or a fight being dropped than this one right here. Seeing this and then reading interim lightweight championship. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? We're letting Ilya move up to lightweight, chin my fucking goat Charles Oliveira, and then he gets to sit on the sidelines till February, March, and fight either Unk Gaethje, 35-year-old Gaethje, after getting chinned by Max and beating Rafael Fiziev on short notice, or we're giving him Paddy Pimblett, whose best win is Michael Chandler, who's 2-5 in the UFC, 2-6 in the UFC, and Tony Ferguson and Bobby Green. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? This is just disgusting. It's disgusting. You hate to see it. The fight's probably going to be good. Gaethje Pimblett is a great fight, but for the interim title, are you serious? We're going to literally let Armin, who just got his number 1 spot back and secured his number 1 spot by destroying Dan Hooker in the second round, making it look easy. We're having him sit on the side. We're having him just sit out and wait for the winner of this and the winner of this versus Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Terrible by the UFC. This is pathetic. It's a great fight. I'm not hating on the fight. The matchup itself is good. This is what was supposed to happen next, but not for the interim belt. Disgusting. We're going to move on, though, to the next fight, the co-main event. Harrison versus Nunes. Kayla Harrison fights Amanda Nunes. Nunes returns. This is a good fight. As the co-main of the first Paramount card, I don't know. But it is a good fight. It is a super fight, a WMMA super fight. But we saw how that just played out with Shevchenko versus Whaley. It was boring. It was a smudge fest. This could be the same thing. We could see Kayla Harrison just smudge Nunes, or we could see Nunes just do her boring thing. People pretend like, oh man, Nunes was so technical, so good. The finishes were there. Dude, let's just be honest. Let's just call it what it is. Nunes was boring. Let's just call it what it is, man. She is the GOAT of the sport, the GOAT of WMMA, but she was boring. Come on, let's not pretend like Nunes was this flashy superstar that was like, oh my God, look at all her finishes and her crazy highlight reel. Who has seen a highlight of Amanda Nunes in the last 5 years? Who, man? So this is a good fight, but should it be the co-main event, the first Paramount card? No, it shouldn't. It's a good fight, though. Early prediction, man. I'm probably going to go with Nunes. This is just, honestly, I just feel like Nunes is just going to pull off one of them decisions, like one of them boring decisions, a Shevchenko decision, an Unk still got it decision. With these WMA fights, there's always the new hot prospect, but it always seems to be that the Unk or the OG seems to pull it off. So I'm going to go with Nunes by decision, probably as an early pick. And for the main event, I didn't even say, I'm definitely going with Paddy Pimblett. Paddy Pimblett's going to sub Justin Gaethje in the second round. My prediction, Gaethje's cooked. Why are we giving Gaethje this matchup? Imagine Pimblett versus Arman. I'm going back to this fight because I'm so infuriated. Imagine Pimblett versus Arman for the interim belt, and then the winner of that fights Ilya. Then we're talking. But Gaethje, who's already had his title shot, his title opportunity twice, and got choked out both times. He got choked out by Charles with ease, and got choked out by Khabib with ease. Are we serious right now? It's not like Gaethje's fixed his grappling holes. If he even beats Pimblett, he's going to fight Ilya. Ilya's going to take him down and sub him. What are we doing? So give me Pimblett by submission as my early pick. Easy pick too. It's not even like if these odds are close, hammer Pimblett money line. The guy's tough. He's got good grappling. His striking's come a long way. Pimblett's going to beat Gaethje. But why is this for an interim belt? It pisses me off. We're going to go back though. Like I said, I'm picking Nunes early pick by decision. We're going to move on to the next fight. O'Malley's back. The Sugar Show's back fighting Song Yadong. Not my dong, Yadong, but O'Malley's back. The Sugar Show is back, and this is a good bounce back spot for him. I did want to see O'Malley versus Sandhagen. We better get that fucking matchup after this. I swear if O'Malley beats Song 29-28 and gets a title shot, bro, it's over. We're not. I just made a Raw video, man. Sean O'Malley, kid, you're not getting your third title shot. Shut it down. Don't matter how many freaking tools you pull out your bag. Don't matter how many utilities you try to use on Marab. You're not pulling it off, man. You're not pulling it out the bag. You're not winning. But O'Malley should beat Song Yadong, man. I think O'Malley's going to snipe his way to a decision here. Give me O'Malley as the quick pick. What am I saying quick pick? The early lean for this fight. Song Yadong's good. He could win this fight, and this would be big for Song Yadong. People are looking at this, it's a bounce back spot for O'Malley, but it's a big opportunity for Song Yadong. If he wins this, we've got an actual contender at bantamweight to fight Marab, because Marab and Song haven't fought. We need to give Marab some people. We kind of need Song to win this. As much as people want Sean O'Malley to win, and I think Sean will win, it would be good to see a new contender fight Marab because we got nobody else. And we're going to give him Ayman Zahabo, bro. I like Ayman Zahabi, man. Canadian casual here, but we're not giving him Ayman Zahabo at number 7, all right? So we need a new contender. We don't want to see the O'Malley trilogy against Marab. We don't want to see it. Shut that shit down, Glazers, boy. Shut it down. But I'm going to go with O'Malley to win this one. Early lean at least, but it's a good fight. I think it's going to go the distance, though. It's not going to be a crazy scrap. I think it's going to be a clean striking matchup. Clean striking fight for O'Malley. Just point fighting at distance. I don't see him blitzing and finding a knockout over Song Yadong, but this is a fun fight. We will move on to the next fight, though. Cortez Acosta's fucking back against Big Boy D-Lou. Big Boy D-Lou versus Cortez. This is actually a good matchup. This is a sneaky good matchup, and this ends inside the first round. This is a first-round knockout, guaranteed. We've seen Cortez Acosta build some big knockout power. This guy's just popped out of nowhere. 2 days short notice, flew to Qatar and chinned the Blob Gaziev with ease. with those meaty right hooks. I think this is a guaranteed knockout, a guaranteed scrap. I think this is a solid fight, and Cortez Acosta is getting some fans. He's building his fan base, and you love to see it. The guy was looking for 6 fights this year. He was trying to get on that the December paper. He was trying to get on the pay-per-view next week. He was trying to get on 323. And then he was like, oh, yo, get me on the Apex card. This guy wants to be active. This guy's got 9 kids. He's got to feed the family, man. He's got 9 fucking kids. Yo, how do you even keep track of 9 kids? I don't know. But he's got 9 kids. He needs to feed the family, man. He needs to make that money, make that UFC bread. So he's back fighting D. Lou in the first pay-per-view of 2026. And I think this is a good matchup for Cortez Acosta. I think Derek Lewis causes issues. I think he could chin Cortez Acosta. If somebody's going to chin Acosta, it's going to be D. Lou. And I almost want to go D. Lou, but dude, I can't lie. I faded Acosta in every single fight of his last matchups. I picked Ante D'Elia. I picked Pavlovich. That aged well, but I picked Pavlovich, Ante D'Elia. I picked Shamil Gaziev as well. Like, I picked all these guys to beat Cortez Acosta. I picked fucking Ryan Spann to beat Cortez Acosta. And all of his last 3 fights have been by knockout. He's impressed me. And I think he's going to knock out Derek Lewis. I almost want to go with the sneaky king of knockout D. Lou pick, but I got to go Cortez Acosta as an early lean, man. This is a good fight, though. This is a good heavyweight scrap. I can almost guarantee first-round knockout, and it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Somebody's going down in the octagon is going to go boom, and we're going to hear a big effect. I'm trying to go to this fight card live, by the way. I was shitting on that main event, but I am low-key trying to go to this card live. I will let you guys know, though, if I am, but this is a good fight on the main card as well. We're going to move on to the final fight on the main card. Hey, man, we're all going to be Arnolding our Allens at UFC 324, if you know what I mean. Arnold Allen's fucking back, boys. He's back. The man from London. The man from London, Arnold Allen. He's back. He's back, baby. He's actually been training in Canada, man. If you guys know, I'm a Canadian, man. And I think Arnold Allen can win this fight. He's fighting Jean Silva. Tricky matchup. Does Silva deserve this step up? No. It's just the Fighting Nerds hype. It's the Fighting Nerds glaze. The guy's getting another step up in competition. I don't understand why Silva's getting this other opportunity. He was fighting the number 3 guy in the world. Now he's fighting the number 6 guy in the world after getting chinned by the number 3 guy in the world. Are you kidding me? I'm pissed. But this is fireworks. This is violence. This is blood. This is going to be a great fight. This is a solid fight to open up the main card. If this is what's opening up our main card, like, the main card itself is really good, but this opening up the main card just shows how good this card low-key is. Besides that main event, fucking interim title, man, I can't get over it. But Arnold Allen versus Jean Silva is a scrap. This is a guaranteed scrap, probably fight of the night, in my opinion. I think this is definitely contender for fight of the night if both these guys stay alive and they don't get chinned. Because we know Allen can chin some guys. He knocked out Dan Hooker. He can knock out some guys. He doesn't have the biggest power, but Jean Silva does, right? He's knocked out almost all of his opponents, submitted his opponents. So he's going to bring it to Arnold Allen. I'd like to see how Arnold Allen does on the back foot, with the counter shots. I think he could chin Jean Silva. Silva was pressuring Diego Lopez like crazy, and that's what got him caught. So I'd like to see if Silva changes up the game plan, if he tries to be more composed, tries to be more calm, or if he just rushes in there and gets fucking chinned by Arnold Allen. This is a great matchup on 324 as well. I'm very excited for this one. We're going to move on to the next one, though. Alexa Grasso versus Rose Namajunas. I'm going to be honest, this 324 card has a lot of name value, a lot of numbers on this card, and this is what we like to see. I think it's just that main event that really kills the value. The co-main isn't too solid either. I mean, it's a big WMA fight, but we know it's not going to be fireworks. We know it's not going to be a crazy back-and-forth war, right? Like, Grasso Namajunas is a pretty good fight. It's obviously not on the main card. I think Alexa Grasso needs a bounce back. She lost to Shevchenko. Then she just lost to Silva. Clearly, I watched that fight live in Montreal. She got whooped up. She had big blisters and big just mouses on her head. She looked, Alexa Grasso looks good usually, but she did not look good. You know what I mean? So she needs a bounce back spot here against Namajunas, and I think she can beat Namajunas. I'm surprised we've never seen this matchup. I think she can beat Namajunas, but Namajunas also has an opportunity to get back in that title contention. She just beat, who'd she just beat? Oh, it was the blonde girl. I'm not going to remember her name, man. I do not know her name, but I think it was in Atlanta. She won a decision clear, and I think she can beat Grasso. This is a good fight, though. Early lean. I didn't even say my early lean on this one, man. Early lean, I'm going with Allen, bro. We're all going to be Arnolding our Allens, like I'm saying. But we're all going to be Arnolding our Allens. I love Arnold Allen. He's finally back. He needs to win this fight, baby. We move on. Like I said before, Grasso, Namajunas. I'm going to go with Grasso. The sneaky Grasso pick. Namajunas could win this one, but I think Grasso's going to get a little bounce back here. Probably decision. It's going to be not the most entertaining fight, but there's name value, right? Alexa Grasso, former champ. Namajunas, former champ. Both of them, have been around for a while. They both have been at the top for a while. So this is a good fight. Excited to see this one. We're going to move on to another one, though, that's on the card. Nurmagomedov versus Figueiredo. Nurmagomedov versus Figgy. Umar versus Figgy. Why is Umar getting layups? I know it's crazy to call Figueiredo a layup, but why is he getting layups? Sandhagen destroyed Figueiredo. What did Umar do to Sandhagen? He made Sandhagen look easy. I don't understand why we're doing this. I would rather watch Ayman Zahabi versus Umar Nurmagomedov because at least Umar would be beating a guy on a huge win streak. But no, he's fighting Figueiredo, who lost to Piotr Jan, and then Sandhagen, and then got a split decision win over what is it, Damon Blackshear? Not Damon Blackshear. I'm thinking about the wrong guy because they're so similar. Against, what's his name? I don't even know his name, but I thought it was Blackshear. Shit. Against the other guy, the guy who fought Blackshear. Anyways, he got a split decision win in Rio. That was like so razor close. His opponent didn't want to do anything. So Figgy won by decision. They're in Rio. He's going to get the nod. And now he's fighting Umar. This is a clear win for Umar. And obviously, I'm glad to see that Umar's not getting that immediate title shot against Merab. But, like, can we give him any more layups? You know, like, I hate to call Figgy a layup, but he's 37 or 38 years old at bantamweight. You know, he just got a split win after 2 bad losses, you know, where he had really bad injuries. I mean, this is a clear Umar win. I'm going with Umar, obviously. And I think he needs to get a big performance here. I think he could finish Figgy. I think he better finish Figgy to get and secure that title shot, that rematch against Merab. But it is good that Umar's fighting again before fighting Merab because we haven't seen enough development. It was a close fight against Bautista. People are pretending like, oh, he destroyed Bautista, but it was kind of close, man. I mean, people forget, man. Mario almost chinned Umar. He pulled that fucking knee out his bag. He pulled that knee out his tool bag and just almost chinned Umar. I mean, Umar's got a good chin, but it was close. It was close. So he is getting another matchup. I'm glad he's fighting somebody else before, but man, this is such a layup for Umar. I expect him to be a minus 1,000 favorite, minus 2,000 favorite. Like, you know, like, I don't get it. I don't get it, but I'm going with Umar. Obviously, quick pick. I'm going to say he gets a finish. He better get a finish. He needs a big breakout performance here against Figgy, but that's UFC 324 so far. We also got Modestas Bukauskas versus, what's his name? Nikita Krylov's also on the card, and Atiba Gauthier versus a Russian guy. I forget his name. Russian guy. So Atiba Gauthier is getting another layup, and Modestas Bukauskas is about to break into the rankings. Those are the other fights on 324 right now, what we know at least. And now we're going to move on to UFC 325, Volkanovski versus Lopez 2. I want to be excited for this fight. I am still excited for this fight. But what are we doing, UFC? What are we doing? This is the thing. They're rage baiting us. I don't get it. You're giving us Gaethje versus Pimblett interim title shot when there's Arman number 1 contender, and then you're giving us Volk versus Lopez 2 when there's undefeated Lerone Murphy, and undefeated Evloev in the division. Like, I don't understand, UFC. I don't get it. I understand that there's Dana White privilege on Lopez, and I love Lopez. I just saw him in Vancouver at the Q&A. I was asking him questions. I was like, yo, like, what do you want to do next? Like, how did it feel to knock out Jean Silva, knock him the fuck out? Like, what'd you say to the corner? I was like, you know what I mean? Like, I like Lopez. I think he's going to get the belt one day. But why are we doing this rematch for Volkanovski's final fight? Why can't we do Volk versus Evloev, the Russian, again, to get another chance of beating a Russian in Sydney, or in Perth, Australia? Is it in Perth? I think it's in Perth. Oh no, Sydney, Australia. Put him in Sydney, Australia to defend his belt one last time before retirement against the undefeated Russian fighter in Movsar Evloev. Why couldn't we do that? The marketing is there. Everything is there. You know, we don't have that with this. We got Lopez, who, okay, he destroyed Silva, but he was low-key getting fucked up in that second round before chinning him, you know? So, like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. And if Volkanovski gets brutally chinned by Lopez in this rematch in Sydney, Australia, what's the point? You know, why couldn't we have done Evloev versus Volk, and in the meantime, Lopez versus Lerone Murphy on the same card? Put it as the feature fight, or the co-main even. And then winner of that fight fights the winner of Evloev and Volkanovski. Or there's like an undisputed title that's on the line because Volkanovski's retired, right? And then, I mean, that's maybe what they're going to do. Like, if Volk wins, the belt's going to be up for grabs, and then we'll have like Lerone Murphy versus Evloev. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the UFC is thinking with this. You know, I love Lopez, but why is he getting this title shot? This is pure Dana White privilege, boys. This is pure Dana White privilege. Like, early pick, I'm probably going to go Volk again. Like, I mean, I just don't see Lopez chinning Volk. He dropped him, but Volk was pretty defensively sound. He was picking him apart with the jab. all Lopez was really doing was barking at him and like just walking him down and missing shots. He was just chasing Volkanovski the whole fight. It was a great fight. This is going to be a great fight. Don't pretend like me ranting about the Gaethje versus Pimblett fight and the Volk versus Lopez fight like they're bad fights. Like, I'm not ungrateful, but it's just not the fights that they were to make. You know, like as UFC fans, we know what fights are next. We know what should be next. Arman versus Pimblett for the interim title made sense. Or just wait and Arman fights Ilya, you know, and you got Pimblett versus Gaethje, but not for the interim title. And then Volkanovski should have fought Evloev or even Murphy coming off that brutal knockout win over Aaron Pico. We would have preferred these fresh matchups. Why are we doing this now? We don't need this. Like, we're still going to watch. We're always going to watch. We're UFC fans. But, like, come on. There was so much better. There's such better things you could do, UFC. But these are the first Paramount cards we got. And what's crazy about it is, you see, this is January 31st. Shit, wrong page. January 24th. It's 1 week apart, which is actually crazy. I did not think it was 1 week apart. I was looking at this before filming, and I was like, holy shit. It's a week apart. Crazy that we got 24 and then 25 back-to-back weeks. It's going to be solid. I think UFC Sydney is going to be a great card. I mean, the main event's still solid. Like, don't make me pretend like this isn't a great main event. The first fight was fight of the night. It was a great fight, back and forth scrap. You know, we might get a finish in this rematch, but I just feel like we could have gone with somebody fresh for Volkanovski for his retirement fight. You know, maybe Volk wanted this fight. Maybe he was just taking whoever the UFC gave him, but I don't know. I just don't get it. I don't really get it, but those are the pay-per-views we got to start off 2026, to start off the $7 billion Paramount deal. We can do better, UFC. We are going to do better. You know, just, hit me up if you guys need some fight recommendations, guys. I got the stuff listed, man. I got a list for you guys. Hit me up, but that's the entire video, boys. If you guys did enjoy the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop it down in the comments what you guys think about all these matchups, man, and I will catch you guys in the next video. See you.